Okay, so come to sit on the ball with the feet hip width apart, toes, knees, toes, knees, hips in alignment. Oh dear, my brain's really not working today. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulder. Get a sense of your spine. So visualize your spine from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. But just hold on to your ears, tops of your ears, and just gently pull up. And you'll feel yourself like just lifting up, and maybe a tiny fraction, but you should hopefully feel yourself lengthening up, making a little bit of space between each vertebrae. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine, aiming for about a 5 or 6 out of 10. Drawing your hip bones in towards each other and pelvic floor muscles in and up again, about 5 or 6 out of 10. So 10 being the maximum you can squeeze, aiming for about half of that. And just relaxing the arms for a second, stretching up nice and tall. Again, make sure the toes are pointing forward, so they're not kind of like turned in or out. Spreading out the toes. Again, I might need to put a little bit more air into this at some point. Is you want your hips just very slightly higher, not too much higher, but very slightly higher than your knees. Certainly not, you don't want your knees higher than your hips, otherwise you end up being pressed down, so I feel like a little bit low. So later I should put a little bit more air in. So spreading out the toes, get nice and tall, release the arms. You can inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, press the arms down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Breathing in and out and in and out. Inhale, arm side, then exhale, stretch. If you're stretching over to one side, inhaling up, exhale, stretch over the other side, lengthening the side waist. Inhaling up, exhale, stretch. Inhale up and exhale, stretch over the other side. Inhale back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Glue your hands to your heart. Exhale, take a little twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist the other way. So imagine you're staying glued to the ball. The only thing that's moving is your upper body. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Feet firmly planted on the floor. Then taking the arms out to the side. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, try and extend one leg out, pushing through the heel. Inhale, replace that foot. Exhale. As you're doing that, keep stretching up nice and tall through the crown of the head so we're not collapsing into the spine. So nice and slowly push that heel away. Whew. And this is why I like using the balls, because even doing something really simple like this, you're still working those tummy muscles just to stay upright here. So extend that foot out, leg out, and circle the foot. And around the other way, breathe in and out. And replace, relax the arms for a second. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, press them down. Breathing in and out. Inhale, arms side. Exhale, extend the other leg out. Stay here. Woo! Circle that foot. Round the other way. And release. Take the feet out a little bit wider. Make sure you get a bit of room behind you. Might be on one of those space hoppers. I want to get a jar. Can you get like an adult space hopper? That'd be quite fun. Like, okay, it's like distraction. Arms out. We're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, roll back a little bit and reach towards the opposite foot. Stretch your other arm up to the ceiling, also the corner of the room. Inhale up. Exhale, so rolling back a little bit, aiming to straighten the legs as much as you can, stretching in opposite directions. Breathing in and out. If you can't quite reach your foot, Just aim for wherever you can. Maybe bring the feet in a little bit so you've got less distance to travel. And as you stretch in opposite directions, really scoop the belly button in towards the spine. One more, in and out. Inhale up, relax the arms, bring the feet back to about hip width apart. Hold on to opposite elbows like a little genie. Breathe in as you breathe out, take another twist. Now as you do that, make sure you're not taking the arms around, you're just taking the rib cage around and the arms are moving because you're taking the ribs. Hold for a second. Inhale through center, exhale round the other way. Now as you're doing this, really take your time. Now I want you to visualize your sit bones and imagine your sit bones being glued to the ball. Then imagine lengthening from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. So we're mobilizing the muscles around your spinal column. And really pause for a second, squeezing the tummy muscles in. Then stay here. As you exhale, extend one leg out. Inhale, replace. Exhale, extend the other leg out. Again, hold for a second, relax the shoulders. Inhale, replace. Pushing through that heel, pulling the toes towards you. We're going to add the two together, so just switch arms, so the other hand's on top, relax the shoulders. So as you extend the right leg, you can take a little twist to the right. And inhale, center, then the other side. So extend the left leg and twist to the left, pausing for a second. And inhale back to center. So exhale, extend, woo, and twist. Inhale, center, exhale again, take your time. I know the tendency, if you find something challenging, is to try and race through it, but that doesn't always end well. Now one more here. And release. Release the hands, come up to stand. Come to the back edge of the mat, make sure you've got plenty of room. And you're going to hold on to the ball to begin. And so make sure you've got plenty of room to move out. And now reach the arms up. Hopefully you haven't got really low ceilings. Exhale, relax the ball down. Start to roll down. And then we're going to start to walk out, woo, or fly out into plank position. Find your plank, hold it here, breathe, hands under shoulders so they're not too wide, head in line with spine, stretch through the legs, so actively press the legs down into the ball, so you're not just kind of like collapsing on the ball, and flex your feet as you would like if you were in plank position. Breathe in as you breathe out, walk the hands towards you, see if you can find your feet, and see if you can push back without bending the knees, and then see if you can hold on to the ball and roll up through the spine. Taking the ball up above your head, breathe in. As you breathe out, bring it down. And start to roll out into plank. See if this time you can come a little bit further forward so your knees are on the ball. Pressing down into the ball, stretching through the crown of the head. This time I'm going to do a little pike. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you can imagine trying to roll the knees towards your hands. Hold for a second or two, pressing into the hands, and then roll the ball back out again. Scooping the belly button in, roll the ball, knees towards your hands, and stretch it out. Exhale, draw it in, and inhale, slide it out, one more, exhale, draw it in, roll the knees in, hold, and then roll back out, and walk your hands back towards you again. See if your feet can find the floor, And come up to standing, keeping your legs straight. This time, roll yourself up and bring the ball, if you can, if you've got a bit of wall space, stand with your back against the wall, against the wall, toes are pointing forward, and you're going to kind of roll down into a squat position, pressing into that ball and exhaling as you come back up. If not, you can just do a little squat down and up. So if you haven't got a wall space, or if you haven't got wall space, you're not going to knock loads of stuff off, then just do a little down and up squat. So breathing in and out. And so you can get like almost low, so your thighs are parallel. Hold for a second or two, belly button in. Exhale, press back up. Just one more like that. Breathing in and out. Awesome. And then come down. I'm just going to take a layer off because I'm getting nice and warm now. Then we come onto our side. Going into a side kneeling position. So coming side onto the ball, and you're going to hug the ball in towards you, as if you're trying to squeeze it into your armpit. So try and find that point where your knee is kind of ideally under your hip, so you're not too far that way or too far this way. So it's as if you're in this kind of position with your lower body, but we're just resting the elbow on the ball. Again, so you're not just collapsing onto the ball, you're actively hugging the ball in. Draw your top shoulder back, and you can either reach the arm up, or you can have the hand behind your head, or you can rest it on your side body to try and open out the chest so we're not collapsing down towards the floor. Keep the abs braced, and we can do a little lift and lower. Exhale, up, hold for a second, keep hugging that ball, and lower. Lift, and if your leg lifts higher than this, great. There we go, we don't need to go any higher. You don't need to go, doesn't matter if you can't go any higher. I'll get my words out in a minute. Then hold here. You're going to point, inhale, bring the leg forward, flex, exhale, take the leg behind. Now we often do this in a side lying position. So point, inhale, bring it forward, hold, flex, exhale, take it back. So again, the whole idea is to try and keep your body as still and stable as possible, your upper body, the rest of your body. Point and flex. One more point and flex. Pop that foot down, flex that foot, and bring your other foot behind it. So the legs are now straight, squeezing the legs together. Now you're going to inhale, lift the arm, kind of look down towards that elbow. As you exhale, lift up as if you're trying to reach towards your foot. So we're squeezing the sideways. So hug that ball in towards you. Hold for a second. Squeeze the sideways. Keep both legs straight. So really pull up the thigh muscles. Inhale, stretch nice and long. Top shoulder back. Exhale, lift, squeeze, hold for at least 2 counts. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt. Inhale, stretch, stretching out the side body. And exhale, contracting the side body as you lift it up. Just 2 more. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Hold and release. Now come up. Pop the ball to one side. Hopefully it won't roll away, but hey ho. Come down onto your hand. Extend, so the same side that we're working, extend that top leg out straight, bottom leg out straight. The top leg, you're going to bring to the floor in front. The foot is flat and the knee is lifted. We want to make it so that when we come up, we squeeze the legs together. So when you come up, there's no daylight between the legs. So we start off with a bit of daylight, but when you lift up, you want to squeeze the legs together. So we've been working towards this for the past couple of weeks. So hand under your shoulder. So only do 4 of them. Looking forward, don't look down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press the floor away. Lift your hips. Squeeze the legs. So instead of being here, lift high, hold, and inhale slowly, lower down. Exhale, lift, hold, and inhale slowly. Lose all those strange verbal things. Exhale, hold, squeeze side waist, inhale, lower, just one more, lift, hold it. Squeeze those legs together as tight as you can. And release. Also, come up. And do the same on the other side. So we come into the kneeling position. With the ball on the other side. So hugging that ball in. So you're not just collapsing on the ball, you're hugging it in. And try and bring it again so that your hip is in alignment with the knee, so you're not too far, don't be too far this way here. So we're engaging, although we're using the ball, we're still engaging the side waist. Again, decide where you're going to have that top arm, looking forward, breathe in, breathe out, lift, inhale out, keep hugging the ball in, lift, and let. So the ball is a prop. It's not just that we can kind of collapse on it and not do any work. We still want to do the work. Makes us work a little bit harder, actually. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Hold here. We're going to point. Inhale, bring the leg forward. Flex. Exhale, take it back. So we're going to try to keep it on a level, so we're not dropping the leg down towards the floor. And so I'm wobbling a little bit more on this side. But that's okay. So it works more muscles. So we tend to just think we're just working this and think that we're moving, but we're actually working the whole body. And I think on the ball, it becomes more apparent that we're working the whole body, or trying to work the whole body. Oh, one more. Then pop that foot down. Scoot the other foot behind it. So again, the legs are straight. So as if we're in a kind of side plank position. Inhale, lengthen out, looking forward. Exhale, imagine lifting up. So if you're trying to reach towards the toes, feel your sideways working. So inhale, stretch, keep hugging the ball in. Exhale, lift and reach. Breathing in and out. Again, hold that top position for a second or two, so we're not just using momentum. One more. Often when we find something challenging, we try and kind of like rush through it, but we don't want to do that because that's, one, you're more likely to wobble, and two, you're not going to get the benefit. So pop the ball to one side and take time to set yourself up. Don't rush. So the underneath leg, which is my left leg, I'm on the side edge. Foot is flexed. This hand is underneath the shoulder. So I bring the top foot to the floor. Notice my toes, my feet are touching. Breathe in. As I breathe out, I lift up high enough that I can squeeze my legs together. So there's no gaps between the legs here. I'm going to be squeezing them and lifting the side waist. Press into all 5 fingertips. Then inhale, slowly lower down. Then exhale up. Hold. And inhale, lower. Just 2 more. Lift, hold it. And lower. 1 more. Lift, hold. And release. Also release the legs.